All right, what's good, what's good, what's good? Let's talk this boxing this fine morning. What's happening? Chillville in the building. What's going on, man? My man Gilbert Jimenez in the building. What's good? What's good? Freddie Jimenez in the building. What's going on, Freddie? How you feeling, my man? Hope life's treating you well. Alonzo Lambert in the Alonzo Lambert in the building. What's happening? Just a fan. What's good? Stoner Bars. What's happening? Giovanni Walker in the building. Malcolm Allen in the building. What's going on, man? Big Block. What's good? Mike Cardenas. What's happening, man? How you feeling this morning? All right, we out here, man. Guess what? I just realized this morning. I think, let me go check. I got to check this. Let me check this, man, because I got to actually make sure of this. This is really interesting stuff this morning, man. Woke up this morning and thought to myself, yeah, there's a Canelo Alvarez fight this weekend and nobody cares. There's a Canelo Alvarez fight and nobody cares. You cannot tell me that fight, you cannot tell me or convince me that fight is an important fight that people care about. There's yeah, I heard that, man. He's too big. He was too big for him. Oscar Valdez is little. But that didn't have anything to do with it. He couldn't hit him. He couldn't hit him. And I didn't hear him say that he was a weight bully. I said that I heard him say the better man fought, man. Where did he say that he's a weight bully? Are you using that word weight bully and putting that on Oscar Valdez? Because Oscar Valdez took that loss like a man, man. I heard the man take it like a man. All right, I Brother Fanon, that sound like Eddie. What are you talking about? What sounds like Eddie? Told you, brother PED Valdez was going to say Shakur's too big for Fanon. I mean, what did he say? He was too big? I mean, dude, he is too big for him. He was too good for him. He said the better man won. Did he say something? I guess he did say something else. I didn't hear the other stuff that he said. It'd be funny if Canelo gets beat. Oh, man, it would be. But it's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. Anyone says Tank ain't top dog, what you smoking on? Oh, nah, don't worry about it. I saw the video. Keyshawn Davis is getting a shot at Haney Kambosa's winner. Man, get out of here, man. Who said that? Man, get out of here. No way. Keyshawn Davis is getting a shot at a Haney Kambosa's winner. Man, what is that not? What? How is that even possible? He's got 5 fights. How's he going to get that? How is he going to get that fight over Lomachenko? How would he get that fight over Comey? How would he get that fight over? How in the world could that possibly take place, man? Bob Arum said that. Bob Arum said that. Then Bob's getting senile, man. Bob ain't putting that man in there, man. Anyway, Be Easy said Canelo's appearance at the fight last week. Bob said that he may get the shot at the winner. That's crazy. And put the link in the comment section so I can see where that was said, man. I didn't realize. Let me see. Canelo's appearance at the fight last week gets more talk than his fight this week. I didn't realize that his fight was this week, fighting all these cherry-picked bums. I'm telling you, man, nobody care about that fight, man. That's why I didn't want the fight. That's nothing to care about. Who cares? You're going to have the occasion. Literally, who cares? Seriously, I did not even remember. I was like, oh, we got another 2 weeks before another fight. And then I was like, oh, wow. Al Money said, Valdez made no excuses. Yeah, y'all putting some shit on Valdez. If I go back and listen to that and y'all just putting some stuff on Valdez, don't just put some stuff on Valdez's head, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't put some stuff on Valdez's head, man. Bob ain't going to make that happen, man. Man got 5 fights, man. Bob Arum said that. Bob Arum's just talking. He's got 5 fights, man. Come on, man. Why would they put him in there? You said they're going to put him in there with Haney with 5 fights, or put him in there with George Kambosos with 5 fights and nobody even knows who the kid is? Nobody knows who he is. Why in the world would you put that man in there? Man, they ain't putting that man in there, man. Seriously, man. Man, come on, man. Hey, dude, I like entertainment value as much as what's going on. Oddly gifted bully pins. Let me make sure I say that right. What is good? Oddly gifted bully kennels. Look, man. As much as I actually got to get some water. Y'all, hey, give me 1 second, man. I forgot to get myself some water, and I can't do this live stream without water. I'm gonna come back on El Asante L. All righty. Sorry about that, man. Had to go get that, man. Look, man. Don't believe the hype, man. That man I didn't hear what he had to say, but I heard that man. I thought that man took it like a champ, man. That's what I thought. Hey, Barker said, bring me a soda back. Ah, man, you drinking that soda in the morning? I don't even drink pop. Pop is terrible for you. That's definitely one of them things I get that I never really indulged in a lot is soda. Still got fat, but at least I never really engaged in all of that in that. That shit is terrible, man. Cheat Nello, what it said, Cheat Nello, Steroid Alvarez, still running from Boo Boo and Charlo. Look, man, I just find it really, really interesting. Link here. What's the link? Link to what? You said link here? You put a link in there for that? Look, I don't care what Bob Arum says. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care what he's saying, man. He's not doing that. That's absolutely ridiculous. How could he even dude, he's not even ranked in the top. He's not ranked in the top 10 of any of the sanctioning bodies. He's got 5 fights. He doesn't deserve a fight. He doesn't deserve the fight at all. There's other people that deserve. Man, Michelle Rivera deserves that fight before Keyshawn Davis. I can name a whole bunch of lightweights that deserve that fight before Keyshawn Davis. He's got 5 fights. You know what I mean? That's just silly, man. That would be silly. Chillville said, I watched the Spence Ugas fight again, and Spence threw a lot of low blows. Yeah, he hit him with a lot of hip shots, man. That ain't no lie. Charles Tahiri said, we still on this? Who is we? I don't even know who you are, man. Who the hell are you? I've literally seen, that's literally maybe the second time I've seen your name talking about what we on. Yeah, we still on boxing. Keyshawn is becoming the next Haney on here. Oh, man, shut up, dude. Say 50 bands, dog. Look, man, I like you, but I like to see you back, man. Okay? If you're going to bring me stupidity, do not get mad if I point out fucking stupidity. Okay? Do not tell me I'm hating on a dude who got 5 fights, man. You dudes over Keyshawn Davis in 2 days have said this man, number one, is ready for Gervonta Davis. He's got 5 fights. And now he's going to get the shot. He's going to get a shot at Devin Haney and George Kambosos winner. He got 5 fights. Dog, do you want to talk serious boxing or do you not want to talk serious boxing, man? Seriously. And I mean that wholeheartedly, man. Please do not bring me stuff. Do not expect me to just go along with stupidity, man. The kid's got 5 fights, bro. What are you even talking about the kid for? I'm serious. They got real serious boxers, dude. I mean, he's a serious boxer, don't get me wrong. But he's got 5 fights. Come on, man. Don't call me don't act like I'm hating on the dude because I'm telling you he got 5 fights. He's fresh out the Olympics. He's got 5 fights. And you guys are trying to push him already? Man, come on, man. You think, why would I want to see him fight Devin Haney, George Kambosos winner, and not Lomachenko? I mean, seriously, man. Come on, man. And exactly, he didn't look that good against that kid. He got the knockout, dude, but he was getting pieced up, man. Dog, don't do me like that. Seriously, man. I don't appreciate it, dude. You guys put me in a position. You guys put me, hey, oh, yeah, that's what's up, Charles. Sorry, man. I'm snappy today. My bad. You don't put me in a position of having to criticize a kid because you bring up silliness. If you want to talk about the kid, you want to talk about the kid being a top prospect and say, okay, yeah, how would you compare him to other top prospects? Then, man, I'm in on the conversation, man. But if when you start saying things like, yeah, he's ready for Gervonta Davis, yeah, he's ready for even George Kambosos, that he's even ready for George Kambosos. Dude, he's not. Let the kid grow, man. Don't oversell the kid, man. That ruined, for me, it is like Devin Haney, dude. Y'all are overselling that kid, man. Overselling him for a minute. It's like, man, come on, man. Let the kid do something, man. Seriously. If he beats, and as much as tension as Devin Haney gets, dude, this is his first big fight, man. This is his first big fight. George Kambosos. It's his first opportunity to win a belt in a ring. It's his first big fight to get himself on. It's his first big stage. It's the first of all of that for Devin Haney, man. And y'all been acting like this dude's top 3 pound for pound for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? It's just, come on, man. To a certain extent, let these guys earn it, man. And to a small extent, let them earn it. Cheaty Boxing said, good morning, fans. Can't wait till Devin gets these belts undisputed. Much love in the super chat. Me either. Because that way, all that stuff's deserved. Much love in that super chat. Boxing Talk says, shh, yoga. What is that? What is that? Oh, yoga. What is that, man? Yeah, I'm amped on that, man. Please don't do that, man. Oh, hey, much love in that super chat. Charles Tahiri said, this coffee is strong as shit. Whoa. Man, I thought I went to 7-Eleven because my Keurig is broken. Got a cup of coffee. Man, I took 2 sips, man. I'm on cloud. I'm on amped after 2 sips of that coffee. Crazy. Charles Tahiri said, I was talking about Keyshawn Davis. I was with you. I don't know why people still talking about him versus Tank. It's not even a match. Yeah, it's silly, man. That shit is silly. Like, I did a video about it, and which is funny to me because I didn't ridicule the idea, but I brushed the idea off. And people are like, oh my God, you have no credibility. That fight can't be made. Dumbass, dummy. I said it couldn't be made. Listen to the video. How about you try to listen to the video? Keith Nolan in the building. Shoot me a wrench, my brother. Nah, Big T. Can't do it with you, man. Not at this point in time. Keith Nolan 2211 said, yo, I really like this title. I've been thinking for a while that as soon as Errol and Bud make this fight, they will overshadow Canelo, and the winner will rightfully get more props than Canelo for fighting tough fights. Yeah, exactly. He should. And they should. It is not possible. Keith Nolan, it is not possible for Canelo Alvarez to be number 1 pound for pound after somebody wins that fight. It is not possible. Not possible. Because the only time he ever got on that level, he lost. Only time he's ever had a fight close to the level of Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., he lost in a landslide. Ace, the boxing fan, said, I had a Devin fan on Twitter tell me he would bully Tank in the ring. The Haney fans are wild, bro. I mean, he would bully him? They said he would bully. Hey, Elisante said that gas station coffee be hitting. Oh, my God. Yeah, I got that 7-Eleven coffee. Oh, my God, man. And I mean it. I'm like, whoa, what is this? I ain't trying to drink more. I'm not trying to get high on coffee. Dog, man. I can't do it. I used to drink a lot more coffee than I do now. And I'm really glad that I didn't. Hey, Charles Tahiri, thank you, brother. And I appreciate you coming around. If I got snappy with you, when I get snappy, man, please forgive me. I'm telling everybody ahead of time, please forgive me when I get snappy, man. Hey, and thank you so much. Much love in that super chat, Ace the Boxing fan, and everybody else that supports in the super chat and the Cash App. On the real, y'all keep the channel going, bro. Caffeine insanity, yeah, man, that shit was crazy, man. I can't do it. My man, Fahim Sator said, Fanon, Bomac is trying to make Keyshawn's name off the back of a potential fight with a star like he did with Bud. Hey, man, look, is Bomac trains Keyshawn? I don't believe it. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, dog. I think that is a one-hit wonder right there. I think that's a Michael Jackson and the Jacksons is what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that's Michael Jackson. I think that's Michael Jackson and the Jacksons. You got one. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, you got two because you got Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was really good too. But of the Sons, you got one. You know what I'm saying? You got one superstar. Everybody else is serviceable. You know? What do you make of Bomac trolling Spence? Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Bomac, I think those guys all talk a lot, man. They overdo it. That whole camp overdoes it, in my opinion. They troll just regular people, man. It just, I mean, that shit's obnoxious. My personal opinion is that's obnoxious. That's where I am with it. Big T. Hey, much love in that cat. Hey, man, thank you for joining the channel, Big T. Appreciate you, brother. When I see that thing come up, make sure I read your comments every time. Alden Jones said, didn't bully him in sparring. They went like 15 rounds. Tank Davis is a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter. Absolutely he is. Absolutely he is. And he can't, and didn't want to spar him again. Tank said, and the dude wouldn't spar me again. He said, I remember the story. I love the story. He said, look, man, I just got off a plane. I hadn't fought. I just came off of a plane. Came right there. And they were like, spar Devin Haney. I'm in there about to knock this dude out, and Floyd is grabbing my arms. he said Adrian Bronner jumping in there. Adrian Bronner jumping in there trying to when I'm about to knock his ass out. Adrian Bronner jumping in there and stopping the fight. Man, Tank, you could hear the bitterness on Tank. Like, man, I ain't even ready, dog. And then I want to fight him again. He's like, man, I ain't a sparring partner. I ain't a sparring partner. What do you mean you ain't a sparring partner, Dev? What do you mean? You spar everybody, don't you? Sparred Keyshawn. You sparring everybody. Look, man, I think there's two special fighters around that era, that particular weight classes. And for me, that's Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. And all of this, I got to hear that man say that he thinks that man's a weight bully. You know, I don't know, man. The guy sounded like he took it like a champ, man. You know, and then he said he did his best. But I think I would find it really hard for him for in a scenario where a guy got caught doping that he would point to weight bullying, you know? For now, what do you think? Bivol has a puncher's chance? No, I don't. I don't even think he's got a puncher's chance because he's not a puncher. If he was a puncher, I'd say he has a puncher's chance, but he's not a puncher. He doesn't punch hard. All of this, he's dangerous stuff is crap. He's not a big puncher at all. He has not knocked somebody out in 5 years. And by the way, he's not fighting world beaters. You know what I mean? He's fighting guys that are just, you know, run-of-the-mill cats, and he's not getting them out of there. He's not a big puncher. The best chance that he has is to outbox him. That's it. The best chance that he has to beat him is to box him, just to land more punches than he does and move. Hit and move. You know, tie him up. Something. But no, man, I don't think he's even got a puncher's chance. He's not a puncher. Which is why I'm saying, like, come on, man. Why are you guys acting like this is some tough fight? It's really insulting the intelligence of boxing fans. This isn't, in my opinion, this is the media. This is the boxing media insulting the intelligence of boxing fans by acting like Canelo Alvarez is trying to be great by fighting Bivol. When if that was true, why didn't we hear anybody talking about Bivol fighting anybody else? All these other fighters, there are other fights for them that they want to see. Everybody knows full well who the guy is at 175. It's Arthur Beterbiev. If he was fighting Arthur Beterbiev, this would be a completely different conversation. We would not be talking about why doesn't anybody care about the fight. A true gritter. Fuck you and everybody that looks like you, dude. Fuck out of my life, bro. You're a troll. And I see you starting shit. First of all, Don't tell me what Bernie the Boxer does, dude, because I'm on his chat listening to you start stuff with the man. All right? So why don't you take your little troll self and go somewhere? I sat on Bernie the Boxer's channel and watched you instigate with that man. Bernie the Boxer had nothing to say to me, was not talking about me at all until you started stuff, man. Why don't you grow up, dude? Get yourself a boxing channel and get to the point where somebody cares what you have to say so you don't have to be an instigating little girl. Fanon. I mean, it's silly. I sat there and watched the dude I sat there and watched him do it. I'm like, really? I'm listening to Bernie the Boxer because I'm in Bernie the Boxer's show, dummy. I'm listening to because I like Bernie the Boxer. And I'm sitting there listening like, okay, why does Bernie the Boxer always talk about me? And I'm not saying anything bad about Terrence Crawford. So I sit there and listen, and you tell him I'm saying bad things about him. You told him that. And then he responds to you. And now you come over here trying to have me respond to him when it's just you. Man, go away, man. Anyway, you shot out Bernie yesterday, man. Dude, let me tell you something. Bernie the Boxer knows his boxing. He's in Terrence Crawford's camp. He's supposed to defend Terrence Crawford. That's his guy. I don't have any problem with him. I like Bernie the Boxer. I think he knows his boxing. He seems like a really good dude. All of that good stuff, man. Seems like a nice guy, man. And you guys put stupidity in his face, and he bites because you put stupidity in his face. I watched it. I didn't say anything bad about Terrence Crawford at all. You are making stuff up and giving it to him. Exactly. So I just want to, and I saw you doing it, and I was like, all right, when he comes to my channel, which he will, he'll be here in a second. He'll be back in the channel again, trying to start something with me. Go away, man. He said instigating little girl. That's what he is, an instigating little girl, man. Bernie the Boxer was not thinking about me, wasn't talking about me, none of that. Until that guy right there started bringing up my name. And then other people in the chat started talking with me. He started a whole conversation about me in Bernie the Boxer's chat. Bernie the Boxer's talking boxing. All of a sudden he comes to his chat and he sees my name and a bunch of stuff, and then he starts talking about me. because you're lying to Bernie the Boxer. Anyway, people act like Canelo, but Bivol is a relatively easy fight for Canelo. Bivol not fought anyone the caliber of Canelo. I mean, it is what it is, man. I just don't. We hear the interest in the fight. We hear the interest in the fight right now because it's a deafening silence on that fight. It's a deafening silence on that. A deafening silence on that fight. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares about it. Everybody's talking. The whole boxing conversation. There's more interest in Shakur Stevenson by far than there is in that Bivol fight. It's not a real fight, bro. My man, I'll get you, Justin Rigo. Damn, Fanon just thought through that chump little girl's games and read his sucker punk behavior like Sherlock Holmes. Bye, Felicia. Exactly. Keith Nolan, man, I'm telling you, man. That's most of it. That's most of it. I'm telling you, that is most of it. That's most of the drama is caused by guys like that. It's most of the drama is caused by guys like that. They are purposely, they don't like Bernie the Boxer. They don't like Bernie the Boxer. They don't like me. They jump in there and they try to start stuff between people. And then they sit back there in their mama's basement or wherever they are. Ha, 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 ha. Dog, I'm in Bernie the Boxer's chat, bro. You're not pulling that on me. I listen to Bernie Boxer's show. You know why? Because Bernie the Boxer knows boxing. He doesn't have to like me. Because honestly, I'd prefer, there's no reason for him ever to talk about me. But I like Bernie the Boxer because Bernie the Boxer said, right, Bernie not even bringing you up. Not even bringing me up. Not even talking about me. And then this dude jumps in there talking about something I didn't even say. Anyway, they let people play and I mean, it is. It's what it is, man. I ain't listening to none of the cat. You bring me anything about... That's why I stopped talking about dude. It's like, man, y'all just bringing me what this dude's saying. And I went to his chat, the dude, that coach dude. I go to that dude's chat. He's literally not saying anything about me until y'all bring him up. That's why I'm like, man, I don't even have any beef with that dude anymore. I'm like, oh, I get it. He's not necessarily starting stuff with me. He's listening to people in the chat and believing what I'm actually believing that I'm saying the things that they say I'm saying, which is not what I'm saying. Anyway, for your consistency, thank you, Mr. Assad, the assassin in the building. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. Anyway, Bibble, and not me. Anyway, thank you, brother. Yeah, no, I like Bernie, man. I'm telling you, Bernie the boxer knows his boxing. He really does. He really, really knows his boxing. He does. He doesn't know the internet. I'll tell you that. He doesn't understand YouTube. But that's because he just doesn't understand. Somebody can sit down and explain to Bernie, look, you want to get to 10,000 subscribers, this is how you do it. Okay? If you want to get it done, this is how you have to get that done. That would just take somebody explaining how to get him to meet his goals. But that's different than the actual subject matter of boxing. The subject matter of boxing, Bernie knows the subject matter of boxing. He really, really does. Anyway, if there's not a real boxing fans, just bully, shake my head. Yeah, exactly. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank y'all so much for your support. Oh, also, in that Cash App yesterday, to my man, Roger in the building. Thank you so much for that support, Roger, yesterday in that Cash App, brother. Thank you, man. Y'all, you make the channel go, man. You make the channel. But anyway, let's get back to the boxing talk, man. Is the PBC putting on any fight May 7th? No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh, Bivol is a huge step up from Plant. Who can, man, please. Why? Freedom of speech. Bivol is a huge step up from Plant? No, he's not. What and what, in my opinion? What and what? Same level of fighter, dude. Same level of fighter, but Bivol's less talented. Same level of fighter, Bivol's less talented. But same level of fighter. Same level of fighter. Dog, it's not even that big a step up in weight. It's 7 pounds. It's 7 pounds for guys that weigh 180. Those guys are about the same size. No joke. Bivol is about the same size as Caleb Plant. It's not that big. It's not, literally, it's the same weight class. Historically speaking, it's the same weight class. 168 and 175 for the vast majority of boxing history was the same weight class. It's not that big. It's not that big a jump from 168 to 175. David Benavidez could fight at 175 very, very easily. Easily. I'll put money on the fact that David Benavidez is actually bigger than Dimitri Bivol is. Similarly, Shakur Stevenson, when he was fighting at 126, was actually bigger than a lot of 130s. No joke. I'm not a believer in it, man. And it's, but they're gonna put it on pay-per-view, and I'm gonna buy it because I watch all the fights. But I have absolutely no excitement for it whatsoever. Bivol got a nice 1-2. Even Benavidez, who sparred him, said it's dangerous. Man, every boxer's dangerous. Read between the lines, freedom of speech. When they say, oh, yeah, he's dangerous. Oh, yeah, every fighter's dangerous. But if you ask David Benavidez what he'll do with Bivol, he'll say he said, man, I'm going to knock Bivol out. That's what he'll say. If you ask Bivol, if you ask him what about Jamal Charlo, he'll say Jamal Charlo's dangerous. I'm telling you, those are those words that you guys use in place of the actual question that's being asked. Does he have a chance to win? Is the question. Does he have a chance to win? Oh, he's dangerous. Does he have a chance to win? Oh, he's tough. You know what I mean? Hey, is she pretty? Oh, she's got a great personality. That's that question. That's that cop out. Hey, man, what does she look like? Oh, she's just got a wonderful personality. You know what I'm saying? T in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really need it, man, and I really, really appreciate you. I need y'all. Thank you so much, man, for your support, brother. I got to get rid of this nonsense. Hold on one second. All right, cool. I got you. Got it. Let me slide down. I don't think I missed that one, did I? Oh, no, it's just still up there from earlier. Oh, for the consistency. Thank you, Mr. Assassin. Trey Brown showing that, putting that color in the chat. Thank you, brother. Need it, love it. Thank you so much for sponsoring the chat, brother. Trey Brown said Canelo has to stop fighting these homecoming fights and set up and fight some real contenders who really care about legacy the way he talks about, man. Dog, he needs to fight his contemporaries. Much love in that super chat and prove it. That's what he needs to do. That's what I think he needs to do. But Errol, Spence, Terrence Crawford is completely overshadowing that, man. See, that's a real fight, man. That's a real fight, dude. Even Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, that was a real fight. It was a real fight. Shakur, Oscar Valdez. Even though I pretty much knew what was going to happen in that fight, it's still a fight where people are like, well, we wonder what's going to happen because Oscar Valdez Oscar Valdez was a champion with him at 126 and they didn't fight. And Shakur got to fight with him at 130. Dog, these other dudes skipping your contemporaries, man, because I made it. You know, I made it. You know, I'm busy. Tell them to fight each other while I walk around in my silk pajamas. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just a bad look, dude. For me, Giovanni Walker, what's going on? I said the color is for the weight excuse for Oscar. Much love in that super chat, brother. Hey, man. Hey, you gotta justify it some way, brother. Giovanni Walker in the building said, June Davis said, I love your content. Thanks for keeping it real. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. I try my best, man. June Davis, thank you for putting that color in that chat and supporting the channel, brother. Thank you so much, man. Be Easy said, Be Easy said, is it real progress being made behind the scenes for this Spence Bud fight? I think it is. According to Bud's camp, ain't nothing standing in the way of the fight. So that means the money's not an issue. You know, I take him at their word. I take him at their word. I believe there probably is. You know, if money's not a problem, then there shouldn't be any problem. If money's not a problem, then there shouldn't be any problem. L. Rivy said, but Bivol odds to beat Canelo are better than Valdez had. So what? They're just suckering you. Put your money on them. L. Rivy. Hey, L. Rivy, put your money on Bivol. Go ahead. I don't care what they say, bro. Go ahead. Put your money on Bivol if you want. If he wins, okay. I think they baiting you into betting. Let me see these odds, man. I bet they're baiting you into let me see. Canelo P. Bivol odds. What are the odds? If this is anything less, -430 plus 300. Okay, those are better odds than I would give them on it. What is this? Shakur stuff got wide at the end, didn't it? -800, 550. Yeah, those odds sound about right. Sounds about the same, man. But that man ain't winning. If he wins the fight, seriously, I'll be amazingly shocked. And on top of it, even if he wins the fight, he ain't about to win that fight. Great Channel said, "What do you think, Spence Crawford? When do you think Spence Crawford in October? In October is when I would bet. Is in October, more than likely October." Thank you, Justin Rigo, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. Much needed, much appreciated. Thank you so much. I drank the wrong kind of coffee today, so if I seem a little irritated, please forgive me. Because I'm telling you, man, that's some anger juice right there. Big T in the building. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. That's huge. Need it. Thank you so much, brother. The channel needs it, and thank you for being there for the channel, brother. My boxing account says, what makes Canelo, Andrade, or Benavidez better than Bivol in terms of skills and resume? I don't want to do that stupid argument. I don't want to do that stupid argument. Here's why it's better. Because people want to see the fight. Bivol is a better, because Andrade is a better style, a more difficult style. Not your skills. I don't even know what you mean by skills, and definitely screw your resume talk. Because people want to see the fight, bro. That's why it's a better fight. Because people actually have interest in it. Because there are people that actually think that he can't beat Charlo. And there are people that actually think that he can't beat Demetrius Andrade. And people know who they are, and they want to see the fight. That's why it's a more interesting fight. And as far as their resume, Bivol, what is Bivol's resume? Bivol, there's nothing that Bivol has done. Nothing that Bivol has done that stands out. First of all, both Charlo and Andrade are two-weight division champions. They were both champions in the same division as multiple division weight champions. So as far as your resume goes, Charlo's got him because he's a two division champion. Andrade's got him because he's a two division champion. Just off that. But Bivol is a perfect style for Canelo because he's flat-footed too. And nobody's asking for the fight. Oh, Cash. No, I got you, T. Much love in that super chat, T. Oh, my bad. I didn't get you again. Hey, TY in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for that support, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you like Bivol, but did you ask for the fight? So what if he beat Joe? Yeah, okay, and exactly. My point exactly. He beat Joe Smith and Pascal. So what? So what? He beat Joe Smith. And he beat Pascal. Is that supposed to be were you supposed to be trying to impress me with that? Bivol and Pascal? You mean the Pascal that lost to Bernard Hopkins years ago? That Pascal? You mean the construction worker, Joe Smith? The guy that literally, when he fought Bivol, was working in a construction yard at the time? Him? Are you serious? Joe Smith? You were bringing up Joe Smith and Jean Pascal. Dude, Jean Pascal lost to Bernard Hopkins when Bernard Hopkins was like almost 50 years old. And guess what? That was before Bivol beat him. Dude, Bivol does not have any. He said, Dan Fernando, you don't respect none of these dudes. 50 bands. I respect Canelo. I respect Canelo. But if you're trying to make you think Bivol, let me ask you, 50 bands, you think Bivol, you think it's a good fight, 50 bands? Are you just mad because I don't ride with you on this Keyshawn stuff? Dog, you got to dude, the kid is a prospect, man. You know what I'm saying? The kid is a prospect, 50 bands. Do not hold that against me. He is a prospect, man. He is a prospect. I think it's disrespectful to put a guy like Keyshawn Davis over guys like Michelle Rivera, who's fought better competition, has more fights. I'm not even sure he'll beat Michelle Rivera. Why would I be with Keyshawn Davis? Why would I be on Keyshawn Davis after saying he's ready for a Gervonta Davis fight after 5 fights? Come on, man. Got to be fair, man. Got to be fair. I know you don't think that I should be celebrating Joe Smith and Jean Pascal. Anyway, Fanon, love your thought. Darren Davis, thank you. Said, Fanon, the way your thought process is I love the way your thought process is. I can tell you from the Midwest. I'm from St. Louis, living in Dallas, Texas now. Oh, that's what's up, Darren Davis, man. I'm from the Midwest, living in Texas too. Much love in that super chat, brother. Come on, 50 bands, man. Don't do me dirty. I just got to tell you, Fanon matchmaker, it's just silly. I mean, it's, come on, man. Fanon, what do you think about Michelle Rivera, Ryan Garcia? I would give the edge to Ryan Garcia, but I think Michelle Rivera can beat him. You don't hear me talking about Frank Martin and saying Frank Martin is ready for that Frank, like to me, he's like right where Frank Martin is. He's like right where Frank Martin is. Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, they're right. Those are the guys that are right in the same stage, man. He said if he had won the gold medal, the conversation might be different, but he didn't. Hey, man, it wouldn't be different for me if you're talking about if he had won the gold medal in 5 fights, it'd be the same for me. No, I don't live in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. TJ said, Fanon, do you think Devin should be wary of dealing with Ben Davidson and all the Kenneth Hand stuff? Nah, you'll be fine because all that stuff is done. All that stuff is done, man. I mean, I wouldn't say it's done, but man, there's all kind of dangerous people in boxing, man. Kenneth Hands aren't the only dangerous people in boxing. I think you just need to be careful with anybody that you deal with. Virgil Wimberly, much love in that super chat, brother. He said, people know Canelo doesn't fight any challenges. Much love in that super chat. Look, what I'm saying is this, man, there's just no interest in there's no interest in the fight. There's no interest in the fight. And I think that is objectively true. There's very, very little interest in this fight. And honestly, I'm glad. Because I hope that it'll actually push cats. I hope that it'll actually push cats to him to really making fights that people care about. Because, dude, it's not for your legacy if nobody cares about the fight in real time. If nobody cares about your fight in real time, that's not a legacy fight. It's a payday. That's what it is. Hey, David Williams said, first blessings to you and your family as always. Thank you, brother. Quick question. Why are these sanctioned bodies allowing Canelo to get away with fighting these paper contenders? Any black fighter would be stripped. Because of the money. Because of the money. However, I will tell you this. The IBF did strip him. The main culprit is the WBC. The main Canelo culprit is the WBC. They have just completely sold out their organization for Canelo Alvarez. They have absolutely, positively sold out their reputation for Canelo Alvarez. In my opinion. But hey, man, reputation don't pay the bills. So that must be where they are with that. Thank you so much for that support and that super chat, brother. It means a lot. Thank you, man. My man, black preacher man, sports fan Caleb. He said black fighters fight each other, white fighters fight each other. Canelo ducking David when he says he won't fight a Mexican fighter. Yeah, that's absolutely silly. But that goes under the rug. That goes right under the rug with Canelo. Goes right under the rug. But it's the politics of the money guy. He's the money guy. And as long as the zone is pouring that money and these guys are pouring that money into that stuff, they're gonna keep doing it. And then hey, guess what else you get after this? After this fight with Canelo, you get the ever enticing fight we saw 5 years ago with Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, and a 40-year-old Gennady Golovkin. Because that is what the number one pound-for-pound fighter and the biggest champion legacy type fighter in boxing today, that's what they do. I'm telling you, man, it's just a sale right now, man. It's just a sale. He's cashing in. That's what it looks like to me. Muggs' energy be on here going to be completely different after Bivol be. Muggs' energy on here going to be completely different after Bivol beats Canelo. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to be very, very frank with this. I'll take the chance. I'm okay with it. Okay? I'll take the chance. Usually I'll say, You know what, man? There's a chance, but I'm not. But yeah, there's a chance. You know, of course. But you know what? I'm not even going to do that because I'll take the chance. If that happens, that is just. I will be amazed. I will be amazed if Canelo loses to Bivol. I'll be amazed. I'll be amazed. Now, I will tell you this. There's a chance that the fight could actually look close. And that some people could come out of there saying Canelo Alvarez, they think Canelo Alvarez lost. I think there's a chance for that. I do. Because I think Canelo, my personal belief is that Canelo is not what Canelo used to be. That's my personal belief because he's not fighting these guys. But for him to get a decision over Canelo in Vegas, that's why I'm saying they can say plus 430 all you want. I don't even think it's a tough fight, man. If you think it's a tough fight, I don't believe it. I think it'll be, I don't think it's going to be any tougher. If you say that Caleb Plant was a tough fight, would you say Caleb Plant is a tough fight? If you mean tough fight, like that type of tough fight, yeah, okay. Where there's going to be some punches where Canelo Alvarez is going to get punched, and there's going to be some times where it's like, okay, yeah, he won that round. But I will be absolutely surprised, shocked. Fam Taver, you don't yourself believe this is a competitive fight in any serious sense. Fam Tavor, you don't believe it. You just support Canelo. And that's fine. Let me do that. I'll just support Canelo. Yeah, I like Canelo. Well, because I do. Canelo Alvarez is an excellent fighter. Excellent fighter. I support Canelo. Absolutely. So, yeah, I hope he wins. And I'm going to pay for the fight because I'm a Canelo fan. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's obviously the case, fam. And there's nothing wrong with it, fam Tovar. You're a Canelo Alvarez fan. So you're going to say, I'm going to buy the fight, but that's why you like the fight. You like the fight because Canelo is in it. Not because of the fight itself. You like it because Canelo is in it. That's a difference. Not everybody's going to like a Canelo Alvarez fight just because Canelo's in it. You know what I mean? That's how I was with Muhammad Ali. I would love any Muhammad Ali fight just as long as Muhammad Ali is in it. That's a good fight. If Muhammad Ali's in it, the fight is good. And that's cool. That's what you call a hardcore. That's what you call your true fan base. Where any fight that he's in is a good fight because he's in it. But if you're not like that, and say you have a fan, you're a fan of another fighter, right? And you're like, look, this guy I think can actually beat Canelo. And I like my guy, but then Canelo just keeps saying your guy hasn't done enough and he goes fight somebody that did less. You may be able to see why that would turn off people on Canelo. Right? And I'm going to use an example, man. You got Errol, Spence Jr., and Terrence Crawford, right? If somebody's a really big Errol Spence Jr. fan and they love every fight Errol Spence Jr.'s in, but then he moves up to 154 and says, well, you know, Terrence Crawford hasn't done enough. I'm busy. I'm going up to 154 to go fight Lubin. You know, there may be some people that are fans of Terrence Crawford that'll be like, man, come on, man. Why don't you fight the guy? And well, you know, he's really just a 135 pounder. And, you know, you saw he got buzzed by Igis Kalvanakis and he got buzzed by a little Yuri Gamboa. It's not a real fight. I already know who's going to win, so I don't want to see the fight. See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. My man, Jeffrey Brooks in that super chat, man. Jeffrey, you be holding it down. Thank you, brother. Got a feeling Mayweather is rolling with Bud to beat Errol. Why you say that? Because he's out there partying with him in Vegas? He hang out with Errol too. I think your boy is. You got my super chat. Thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you, brother. Absolutely. No, I don't think so. I mean, there's nothing that I've seen for it in that regard. I think he probably wants to sign him. You know, but you know why? That'd be like just because you see him standing next to Shakur that he's rooting for Shakur over Gervonta. Floyd be around everybody because everybody be around Floyd. Floyd is kind of the center. You know what I mean? I would say they come around him more so than he goes around them. But but that's what it looks like on the outside. I wouldn't think so, man. I don't know, but it doesn't make any difference whether he's going for him or not because there ain't nothing he can do. There ain't nothing he can do for him. It's gonna be he's gonna handle the dude is definitely gonna handle his business, man. You know what I mean? Texas Made Real said a chess match is going to be at mid-range. Let me say, hey, Robert Burnell, what's going on? He said, yeah, I'm a Mexican-American. I'm really disappointed in Canelo's decision-making in his fight plans. Needs to fight the best on his weight class and defend those titles. Robert Burnell, that's all that I'm saying, man. And I'm telling you, if he cleared those dudes out, I'd be praising Canelo. I just don't like the notion. That you don't have to fight guys. It's at the core of my problem with this Canelo thing is the notion that he does not need to fight his contemporaries. That the guys in the weight classes that he was in do not deserve the fight because they haven't done enough. But he has done enough in his career to be able to fight anybody that he wants, and anybody he picks is good enough. Nobody else that I know of in boxing has ever had that said about him. Nobody. Oscar De La Hoya didn't get that, and Oscar De La Hoya accomplished everything that Canelo has accomplished. He didn't get that. Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. didn't get that. Muhammad Ali didn't get that. Joe Louis didn't get that. I've never heard anybody get that. And I've been watching boxing for 40 years. I'm telling you, I've never, ever. I turned it up a little bit, man. Thank you for telling me. I've never heard anybody get that. That is something that is newly created for Canelo. The Canelo, I Ace the Boxer. I turned it up. I've never heard anybody else get that. Everybody else has to fight the guys around them. Everybody. But there's this narrative out there. There's this narrative, and I'm telling you, this is a matchroom narrative. This is an Eddie Hearn matchroom. Let's throw it out there nonsense to make excuses for him going to fight guys in Europe. Dude, I'm telling you, 15 years ago, cats would have been laughing at the notion that the best fighter in boxing is all he's going to fight is Eastern European, UK and Eastern European fighters. And that is what makes you the best in boxing. Just because they say that these other guys, the Mexican fighters and the black fighters, aren't good enough to fight him. I mean, it's so silly. It's so silly. Eastern European and British fighters, that's who he's fighting. Eastern European and British fighters. And the notion that if Muhammad Ali had only fought UK heavyweights, could you imagine if Muhammad Ali had exclusively fought Eastern European heavyweights and UK and British heavyweights, and then said none of the black American heavyweights were good enough? They hadn't done enough. They need to all fight each other and knock each other off. Dog, that is so suspect, it's not even funny, man. Keith Nolan holding the chat down, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. He said, Canelo fans can sense the end. Even if Canelo doesn't lose, there are more and more fighters who want all the smoke. The more he ducks, the fighters make real fights. The sooner people lose interest and he's forgotten. Much love in that super chat, brother. Hey, Ace the Boxing fan, you keep putting that in the chat, brother. I turned it up and nobody else is complaining, brother. I think that's you. Fan Tavor, you think Errol meets Canelo at 168 later on? No, I do not. No, I do not. I think that fight is, I don't. I don't. I think the Errol is going to have to, said Angel West said, I never used Cash App for anything but saving money before. Hoped it worked. Oh, let me check it out, man. Hey, by the way, thank you guys so much for your support in the super chats and the Cash Apps. Really and truly. And yes, absolutely, it did work. Oh, thank you so much. Angie Wise Fool said, bringing laughter in the storm. Thank you very much. That's so much love. Thank you, Angie Wise Fool. Thank you so much. Thank you for that support. J.O. said, is Spence Crawford confirmed for September? No way. No way. Let me tell you something. I want to put some money on that. Somebody want to bet me on that? No way. Do that date is already taken, man. Jesse Rodriguez. What is this? What is this? I'm not going with your framing of this question, Jesse Rodriguez. What makes you think Bivol isn't a tough fight? First of all, tough fight and a winnable fight are two different things. Tough fight and winnable fight are two different things. Again, you can take your Eddie Hearn verbiage and shove it. I am not going to use the phrases laid out by Eddie Hearn. That I'm going to let him do you in the brain. He's not going to do me in the brain. Who cares? Do you know how many tough fights there are in boxing? Tough fights. Errol Spence Ugas was a tough fight. Canelo, Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford was a tough fight. Terrence Crawford versus Stanosis could be a tough fight for Crawford. A tough fight. What does that mean? A tough fight. If it's not easy, is it tough? What does that mean? Tough fight. How about, is it a fight that is in doubt? Is it a fight that you have a reasonable chance of winning? No. Do I think Bivol is going to punch Canelo and may win a couple rounds? Yes. Absolutely, positively. He's going to get hit and he's going to lose a couple rounds. If that's what you mean by tough, do you know how many people say, oh, that was a tough fight, good fight, that was a tough fight? Oh, yeah, tough fight, good job. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Do I think he has a chance to win? No, I do not. I don't. Does he have a significant chance of winning that fight? No, he does not. Is it a risky fight for Canelo Alvarez? Minimally. Minimally. Canelo Alvarez is the clear favorite in that fight. Now, could Bivol fight Charlo? Could Canelo can Charlo beat Bivol? Yes, he can. You know why? Because it would be a tough fight. Let me use your word. It would be a tough fight. Man, stop. The man ain't got no chance. Man, stop it. I don't know if he beat Bivol or not. Because he's not at 175. If he gets to 175, absolutely, he's got a chance to beat Bivol. Bivol is not some special fighter. Bivol's a straight up and down fighter, man. In my opinion. Blacksmith Ross, much love in that super chat, brother. He said, big up to the channel. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Man, and guess what else I didn't think it was a tough fight? Most of these fights. No, I'm not tripping. You know full well. Get out of here, Jesse Rodriguez. You know full well what's going on, man. I'm not tripping. I'm telling you the truth. I know what's going on. You know what's going on. Give me a break. All right. This is what fight is this? This at the best. Oh, guess what? What's a tough fight? Tyson Fury, Dillian White was a tough fight. Oh, that was going to be a tough fight for him. 6-round knockout. Dude, I don't miss a lot of these fights, man. It looks to me like a setup fight to me. Blacksmith Ross said, sorry, Canelo fans, but this is going to hurt your feelings. But Bivol is only in the conversation because he's fighting Canelo. Benavidez and Charlo are more popular, and Canelo won't fight the popular fighter. He's scared. Look, man, nobody Your heroes will never fight Bivol. Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. When did this Bivol start? Excuse me, somebody remind me. When did Bivol get interesting again? When did people start looking forward to Bivol fights? That's what I want to know. I've seen y'all before. Y'all ain't never talked about Bivol ever. Y'all ain't ever talked about Bivol ever. Never. Okay? Bivol, hey, fight Beterbiev, all right? I mean, whatever, man. Who is Bivol? Dude, I've heard Demetrius Bivol's name pronounced Demetrius Bivol a million times. Demetrius Bivol. Anyway, man. Y'all acting like all of a sudden Bivol. Y'all act like all of a sudden Bivol is Vasily Lomachenko or something. Oh, man, what do you mean? It's Bivol. I mean, man, it's Bivol. What's going on, Freddie Jimenez? Man, it's Bivol. What do you mean? He's fighting Bivol. Y'all all of a sudden, exactly, I didn't know what that Vato is, man. I didn't even know what that Vato is, man. He said, is it Huff, man? I don't even know what that Vato is. Like, man, get out of here, man. Y'all do that somewhere else, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. Exactly. The only Bivol we know is the Black Man Clippers. Hey, Giovanni Walker said promoters are going to lose their money on the Canelo Bivol fight. Bivol fight. Hey, man, Bivol, let me make it. Man, serious, man. We y'all just stop it. Acting like that. So stop acting like that, man. That's what, seriously, man. Seriously. That's like Errol Spence going up to fight Terrell Goshaw. And we're like, oh, yeah, Terrell Goshaw, but he's bigger than Crawford. Oh, Tank went up and fought, he fought the undefeated champion. He fought the undefeated champion, Mario Barrios. You know, he beat the undefeated champion, Mario Barrios. That's a way tougher fight. Way tougher than Lomachenko. Why? Because he's 175. Could Lomachenko beat Mario Barrios? Could he beat Mario Barrios? Let me ask you a question, man. Orlando Salido. I should bring back Orlando Salido, bro. Fanon set up a fight for Canelo for what? Set up a fight for Canelo for his paycheck. He want payday. That's what. And they want viewership. He wants payday, and the zone wants viewership. Easy. Man, will you go away with this, man? Seriously, do you honestly, Jesse Rodriguez, you actually thought, what's going on, John Boy, in the super chat, brother? Thank you so much for your support, bro. Seriously, man. Seriously. Are you really trying to tell me that you are looking for, that you have any anticipation whatsoever for, like, before you heard the fight was possible, that you were like, oh yeah, let me name the guys that I want to me. Makabu. Do you know why he's fighting Dimitri Bivol? Hey, do you know why Canelo Alvarez is fighting Dimitri Bivol? Because Don King blocked the Makabu fight. And you guys were selling the same stuff about Makabu. You're like, Makabu, but he's a cruiserweight. I mean, could Charlo beat him? You ain't never heard of this dude before in your life. And then you jump out talking about how this dude, you jump out of nowhere. Dude, seriously, man, this dude could fight Igor Kokorov. He could fight Igor Kokorov, dog. Hey, Igor Kokorov is way tough. Igor Kokorov is way tougher than Jamal Charlo. Who's Igor Kokorov? Let me box wreck him. You wouldn't even go to box wreck. Igor Kokorov. Oh, yeah, that's the greatest fight. Nigga, please. Stop selling me, man, nonsense, dog. I don't want to be sold your nonsense, okay? Fight Charlo. Okay, we've been talking. We way tougher. We've been waiting for a Charlo fight for 5 years. Okay, he been talking about fighting Charlo for 5 years. Been talking about him fighting Demetrius Andrade for 5 years. Okay, and every time the conversation comes up, there's somebody always this way better fight. You know, Rocky Fielding, he's way tougher. You made the same arguments for Rocky Fielding, man. You made these same arguments for Rocky Fielding. Rocky Fielding, he's 168 pounds. He's 6 feet tall. He's way tougher than Charlo. Could Charlo beat Rocky Fielding? Like, dog, seriously? Are you guys going to do this with everybody? Then he goes to Bivol. We got Bivol. Bivol. Nobody cared about who Bivol was fighting. Nobody has Bivol inside their top 30 boxers. But all of a sudden, it is this is the fight to be made. This is the fight to be made right here. Anyway, man, I'm done with this, man. Embarrassing, man. What's embarrassing, bro? Look, Robert Bernal. Well, you're not talking to me. Robert Bernal, what's embarrassing? Make sure I know you're commenting. What's embarrassing, bro? Anyway, let me read your last comment, Robert Bernal. Nah, I like Sergio Martinez. What are you talking about? That's not. Okay, that's something else. All right, I must be in the middle of a conversation. Yeah. I'm with you now, Robert Bernal. You had to go check it. I had to make sure. Yeah. Thank you. I tried to remember what your line of reasoning was. I think he said Boo Boo is fighting a British champ. No, he's not. He got injured. So what? That's all. That's all. Guess why he's. I like you said that, Sal Medina. Guess why he's fighting a British champ. Guess why Boo Boo is fighting a British champ. He's fighting on the zone. That's why. Easy. He is fighting UK fighters because he's on a Matchroom card. He's fighting European fighters because Zach Parker's is injured. He's injured. The fight is off. However, listen, right, DAZN. The same reason that Canelo is. You act like the fact that he's fighting Bivol doesn't have more to do with the fact that they offered him Bivol. He's fighting these guys because he's on DAZN. Not because they're great challenges, because they're on DAZN. So you're proving my point. You're proving my point. The reason he's fighting those guys is because he's getting paid, offered those fights by DAZN. They're all DAZN fighters. DAZN is a European outlet, so Canelo is on a European tour. That's why. He didn't pick them because they're tougher, because they're more of it, because they're tougher, or some legacy. No. He chose them because he got offered a ton of money for less risky fights on DAZN. That's why. The most obvious reason is that. Because that's who's offering him those fights, and they offer everybody those fights. Everybody that fights on DAZN are fighting those type of guys, man. Unless they are Devin Haney, who was just fighting rehashed tomato cans over on not tomato cans. I want to get people mad. Anyway, you get my point. Starter Bar said Nelosexuals don't want to see Charlo after Shakur. No, after Shakur, they don't want to see him fight, man, because they just don't want to see him because Canelo don't want to do it. Trust me, if that fight gets made, it'll be the biggest fight in the world. And and if he beats Charlo, man, it's going to mean everything to him. .com show said, Bob said King Sean Davis is going to fight Devin or Kambosa's video is out on Champ's side. How do you feel about that? Big fan of the show, Fanana Don. Keyshawn Davis is going to fight Devin Haney or Kambosa's winner. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe it. I don't believe it is what I believe. I don't believe it. I'll check it, but I don't believe he says he can say it. I don't believe him. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. Not very, very hard for me to get my head around him doing that to a fighter with 5 fights. But if they're rushing Keyshawn, they're rushing Keyshawn. But I don't believe it. They're probably just doing promotion. That's what he's saying. Yeah, he may fight the winner of this guy. Yeah, let's get his name out there. I think they're getting his name out there, man. They're not going to do that with that guy. Blacksmith Ross said that is laughable. Your heroes won't fight him. Canelo fan base scared of Benavidez, Andrade, Charlo. They think Rocky Fielding better than Benavidez and Charlo. Bivol is unpopular and not a threat. Dog, he is not a serious threat to Canelo, man. And honestly, dude, you got Bernard Hopkins saying it's a joke, man. You got a lot of people that say that it's not real, man. For 9, I believe in Canelo. I'm buying the pay-per-view. He's a star. Hey, that's cool. Hey, man, he is a star now. He is a star. He is a star. No doubt. And he's a great fighter, too. Oh, Yildirim got the mysteriously got a mandatory out of nowhere. No, Canelo asked for it because Canelo doesn't have a mandatory. That wasn't a mandatory. Less risk, high reward. Yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what it is. Just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? Say what it is. It is what it is. But say what it is. Blacksmith Ross said, also, yellow belly, coward, cherry picking, hypocritical Canelo sold out Valdez by telling him to have heart and fight Shakur, but doesn't have a heart for Benavidez or Charlo. Canelo skilled but scared. Hey, man, Canelo is in the pajama land world, Blacksmith Ross. Much love in that super chat, Blacksmith Ross. Thank you for that support, bro. He's in pajama. I like Canelo, though. Just to let you know, I like Canelo. But let's get off Canelo. I'm done talking about Canelo. It's not fun, man. Canelo's, it's frustrating. It's not disappointing. It's frustrating for me. I like Canelo as a fighter. He's an excellent fighter. He really is. He's a terrific fighter. And as a person, he seems like a good dude. It's his fans that are annoying. It's his fans. What's going on? Jim Patterson in the building said, I'm going to say what really going on with Canelo. Mayweather put a whooping on that man so bad, he doesn't want to fight anyone close to Floyd's skill set, and that's a fact. Yeah, and they don't know how to prepare for it. Jim Patterson in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. And they do not know how to prepare for it, Jim. I'm telling you, Eddie Reynoso is probably the most overrated trainer in boxing. Most overrated trainer in boxing. Him and Bomac. Him and Bomac. Most overrated trainers in boxing. And I know you don't like that, dog, but I don't care. I don't care. When you have a bunch of guys come to you and you start training them and they lose, man, it's tough. It's tough to take somebody else from somebody else and win. But, dog, Jamel Herring lost. Maurice Hooker lost. If he's with Keyshawn Davis, dog, I'm trying to tell you, Keyshawn Davis finna lose. Andy Ruiz left. Eddie Reynoso. Ryan Garcia left Eddie Reynoso. Who else left Eddie Reynoso? Virgil Ortiz left Eddie Reynoso. It was like, you know what, man? There ain't nothing really going on here, man. I'm out. He said, yeah, I like Canelo and all. Yeah, you the man and all that, man, but I'm out. This is Team Canelo. Nah, man, I'm out. And Eddie and Canelo, and that's the thing, dude. They're like partners. They're clearly partners. Eddie Reynoso and Canelo are like best friends and partners. And I think that man lucked up on a talented one. But we'll see how that pans out, brother. We will see how that pans out. And by the way, I did say that so I can mess with fans, man. He said, love one down Gaither. What's going on, man? He said, Fanon, I agree 100%. And what make it so bad? A black fighter with a good chin like Charlo makes for a long night. Yeah, and Charlo can move. And he's got punches that are strong enough to hurt you and to keep you from wading in there too freely. he can absolutely positively fight as well as Gennady Golovkin, man. I think. Anyway, my man Andres Arnello said, it's not a fact after Money defeated Canelo, he fought a super prime talented Lara. And he lost. And he lost. And he lost. Canelo does not think he beat nobody's Errol Lara, bro. Let me tell you, man, that would have made it be obvious that look, let me tell you, man, if you believe that anybody that can lose every single solitary round to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and draw on a card, and then is going to get beat by Errol Lara, and he got beat by Errol Lara, in my opinion. He did not, in my opinion. Well, let me put it this way. Pretty much everybody I know scored that fight for Errol Lara, and he got the decision. Okay? Ain't no way Bivol is getting a decision on that guy. No way. You know what I'm saying? No way. That's why when they give them odds, they don't take, you know what they don't do with those odds? The Vegas odds does not take into consideration robbery. And very, very few people take into consideration robbery. Canelo Alvarez is a walking robbery. Okay? He's a walking robbery. John Boy in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Edgar Camacho said, just like Charlo lost to Montiel, just like Mayweather lost Canelo Castillo. No. First of all, Edgar Camacho, I ain't never heard anybody saying Montiel beat never heard that. Never heard anybody say that Jermall Charlo lost to Montiel. Montiel won 2 rounds in that fight. Two. If you want to say like Castillo versus Floyd, no. You know why? Because Floyd won 6 at the least rounds in that fight. Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez did not win a single solitary round against Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not the first, not the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, not the 11th, not the 12th. It was a complete, absolute, and positive walk in the park for Floyd Mayweather Jr. The fight wasn't competitive. The fight wasn't nowhere near competitive. Nowhere near it. Okay? It was a whitewash. And he got a draw. So, no. Okay? No. Charlo could have fought Lara or Jacobs instead of Selecki. So what? so first of all, no, he couldn't. Jacobs is at 168 pounds, man. Thank you very much. But he could have, I guess he could have. So what does that have to do with anything? So what? You guys just bring up facts. You just vomit facts. Man, Canelo could have fought David Morrell. Oh, okay. Guess what? Canelo could have fought David Morrell. Right? Canelo could have fought Errol Lara. Right? Couldn't he? That puts the pressure. Well, I don't know what you're talking about with that puts the pressure. What do you mean? Yep, that's that was De La Hoya's judge. I mean, it's clearly, dude. Just stop. Hey, Blacksmith Ross, much love in that super chat, brother. He says, sorry, but Canelo getting a gift over Lara after getting a dog walked by a blown up lightweight, blown up super featherweight Give Floyd his credit. Floyd is a blown up. Floyd was a small lightweight. Floyd was a small lightweight. He was a small lightweight, man. Seriously. He wasn't even big at lightweight. Oh, he wasn't that big at 130, man. That is hilarious, man. He's a blown up super featherweight. Anyway, sorry, but Canelo got a gift over Lara after getting dog walked by a blown up lightweight, super featherweight. Little guy Mayweather, most definitely the great Mayweather. Canelo looked like trash and his fans pays wearing panties. Deal with it, Canelo Alvarez fans. Dog, look, real Canelo Alvarez fans want to see these fights, man. All right? These are the Canelo Alvarez marketing department, however. The Canelo Alvarez marketing department, however, is seriously failing to sell this fight because don't nobody care. Dog, Canelo over there head on that app, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he's out there on that app about to sell no pay. Dog, that dude is not going to bust 100,000 pay-per-views. I promise you. It's not going to bust 100. It's not going to bust 100. It's going to be all stream. All stream. Said, well, with pillow hands, brittle hands. Exactly. Now, you had to change that out. He ain't got pillow fists. He got brittle hands, though, man. That's that Canelo Alvarez marketing department out there selling this nonsense. It's the Zone Incorporated selling this stuff, man. Ain't nobody care about this stuff, man. I am seriously, man. Don't nobody care about this, man. Like, let me tell you, 2 fights that didn't nobody care about. Ha, 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 hater, bro. Stop that, man. I ain't hating. I'm congratulating. Hey, Canelo, dog, I want that type of job, dog. Seriously, man. I want that. I want that. El Uncho Cucho. One Cucho. Hey, the unique coochie. I don't speak Spanish, but does that mean the unique coochie? Anyway, you one of a kind coochie. Look, man, kick rocks, bro. Anyway, it's all over my YouTube. These Canelo stands are horrible. Yeah, they funny, man. Anyway, it's all fun, man. You got to take it. Hey, you got to take it. You got to take the good with the bad. Not everybody's going to love what Canelo does, bro. Okay? Twin Turbo said, you smoking crack. Really? Maybe your echo chamber. Lots of people want to see this fight. Let's see what the numbers are this weekend. You don't even try to hide your bias. My bias? Dude, I don't have, dog, there's no worries, man. All you have to go do is go look. I talk to boxing with thousands of people every day, man. I talk to box, and as you see, your raggedy ass is in here. So how is this an echo chamber when you're in here arguing? You're not echoing me, and trust me, these guys don't echo me. Believe it. Hey, watch this. Devin Haney's a hype job. Do you agree with me? Errol Spence Jr. is going to knock out Terrence Crawford. Do you agree with me? I'm sorry, man. You can label this boxing discussion whatever you want, but people disagree with me consistently through this entire chat. They disagree with me about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. They disagree with me about Devin Haney and Devin Haney being ducked by Jesus. They disagree with me about Keyshawn Davis about to fight Deontay Wilder. They disagree. They disagree. They disagree on a lot of stuff, man. They disagree on a lot of stuff, right? Some people, only certain things are people in unison with. And it's that nobody ever cared or talks about Bivol. Okay? Now, do not get me twisted. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are Canelo Alvarez fans that are going to want to see Canelo Alvarez fight. I got that. You are what you call his suckers. I got you. Canelo Alvarez got a lot of suckers out there willing to pay for any fight, any fight that he has. I got that. No doubt about it. It's 100% true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn versus the world, baby. Exactly. All right, hey man, I get you. Bud, reach is op. What is that? He said, hella suckers. You got hella suckers out there. Man, that man running the game on y'all. I'm just trying to hip you to the game, man. The dude is hipping, man. Seriously, man. The dude is gaming you. The dude is gaming you, brother. They're gaming you. Him and Eddie Reynoso are gaming you. He was going to move up and fight Makabu. If you don't see the game there, you will never see the game. He was going to move up and fight Mukabu. And you guys were selling that as if it went, immediately jumped on it. Like that was a legitimate fight. Like, oh yeah, Makabu. He's going for the record books. Fighting Makabu. Do you not remember this? Makabu? Bibble ain't no different than Makabu. He's a better name though when he was with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Just seriously, man. This dude is just another hater triggered by that Mexican. Wow, bro. You sound like a straight racist, bro. Wow. That is amazingly racist what you just said. I mean, amazingly. So much so. Hold on. That is some seriously. That was wild, bro. That was a wild spew of some racism right there. Amazing. Let me see something. So amazing, I got to check this. Wow, Brandon Taylor. That you're older. At least you're not that dude. That was amazingly racist. Another dude triggered by that Mexican. That Mexican? That's what he said. That Mexican? Dog, let me say, Robert Burnell. If somebody refers to somebody as that Mexican, that is racist as shit. Okay? By that Chinaman, by that Mexican, trust me, that had a lot of, there is just as much hate on the phrase that Mexican as it was him saying this other dude triggered by that Mexican. Like, what? He said, I just don't see how you don't fear Bivol 1-2 because he's not a knockout artist. He's not a big puncher. And you got to have more than a 1-2 to beat Canelo. Dude, Canelo is legitimately, no joke. Canelo is legitimately a great fighter. We're talking about Canelo. You're not going to beat Canelo with a 1-2. If that's all you have is a 1-2, you're not going to beat Canelo. You're not. First of all, his upper body movement is like classic. All right, let me go into a realistic talk about Canelo Alvarez. He's a great fighter. A great fighter. Without a doubt. The man is a great fighter. He's not an okay fighter. He ain't an average fighter. He's not an overrated fighter. Please note, you never heard out of my mouth that I said Canelo Alvarez is overrated. Have you? I know it's hard for some of you bots, some of you Canelo marketing department people not to listen to what I'm saying. The reason why I want to see Canelo fight Andrade and I want to beat Charlo is because he's an excellent fighter. Hall of Fame level fighter, no doubt. One of the best fighters of this century, without a doubt. Canelo Alvarez can fight, bro. He is a legitimately like that as a fighter. I believe it. I will never say anything different than that. But just because you're like that as a fighter doesn't mean you can't be trying to pull the wool over people's eyes with BS matchups. Because he is doing that. Okay? He's doing that. This is no different than Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallen. It's no different. Those are not real fights. That's why, by the way, Tyson Fury is not an all-time great. Because he's actually got to beat all of the top guys, and he's not done that. He's beaten 2 in his career. He's got 2 excellent wins, or 3 excellent wins in his career over 2 fighters. You're not going to be Ali with that. You have to actually beat all of these guys. You got to beat Usyk. You have to. Usyk is a top fighter. You don't just get to call him a blown up welterweight, a blown up middleweight, and then walk off it. Like, yeah, he's just a blown up middleweight. I'm not interested in him. Because I already know I'm great. Doesn't work like that, bro. Doesn't work like that. If that man is a champion and legitimately the second best man in your welterweight in that division, you got to beat that man. You got to prove it. Right? Same thing goes for Canelo. He can't just be like, oh, yeah, I'm better than Charlo and these guys, they all need to fight each other, go away. I'm busy. That's some prima donna shit. That's some straight up prima donna stuff. And it should not be acceptable to real boxing fans. Nobody else should get away with that. And I mean it. It's just, that's my thing with Canelo. And the reason why I say, is Bivol a good fighter? Yes, Bivol's a good fighter, without a doubt. He's no better than Charlo. I do not believe that. I don't believe he's a lick better than Charlo. And I don't think that and honestly, I don't think he's as good. I know he's not as good as Demetrius Andrade. He's not as good as Demetrius Andrade. And quite honestly, I don't think he's as good as Charlo either. He's just bigger. And Canelo does not have problems with big guys. He has problems with fast guys. Okay? He doesn't have problems with big guys. He has problem with fast guys. Guys with fast hand speed. People with fast footwork. Not big guys, up to a certain extent. Not big guys. He had more problems with small guys than he had with big guys because he could not catch the small guy. Telling you, do not underestimate styles in boxing. And he stays away from that. I'm telling you. My man Keith Noah said, no, we do not want to see that fight. Canelo butthurt fans are butthurt that Shakur, Oscar, Errol, and Bud are getting more attention than Mr. Pajamas than he is. And objectively speaking, he is. They are. People read the boxing news, man. People read the boxing news. It's not a fight people asked for. And if they make a fight that people asked for, dude, it'll be a huge fight with Canelo without a doubt. But he's not making fights that people ask for. He's making fights that he thinks. He's making fights that his camp want and nobody else. Talk Shop Combos Slick Rick the Ruler said the issue with Canelo is drug cheating and the lack of worthy competition. His cherry picking and it robs the fans. That's why we love Errol Spence Jr. Yep, absolutely. I believe 100% that last part for sure. The drug cheating is a problem, but I'm willing to overlook the drug cheat. I am. I'm willing to overlook that for a second. Just for the sake of overlooking it, because I don't feel like talking about it all the time and continuing to go over it. Everybody knows that's why big fighters are not a problem with him. Big, slow fighters. Because he's faster and he got bigger. Problem is with them little quick dudes. Blacksmith Ross in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. He said, Twin Turbo, after these facts, you should change your name to Soft Panties. Because Canelo and his fan base wearing them. He got beat by Mayweather, fighting unpopular Bivol, scared of Benavidez and Charlo. Dog, and he won't even fight Benavidez, brother. That is ridiculous. And Paul Carrick in the chat, he said, glad you had the nerve to say it out loud. Oh, yeah, Paul Carrick. No worries, man. I'll say it all out loud. But just so you know, you guys, I don't know, some of my Mexican brothers are not as hip on the white people racism. If they refer to you as that Mexican, trust me, they were calling you wetback. Believe it. Okay? Just so you know. That's what they were calling you. I've been around them when they talking about you. Trust me. Y'all think it's all greasy, easy, greasy. It ain't. They have a much contempt for you. And that's why I always laugh shit off, bro. What's going on, man? My man Team Gill in that building, man. Much love, Team Gill. Thank you so much for your support, brother. As you said, they know how to pick them. They will never fight Boo Boo or Benavidez ever. David wins the interim belt next. Canelo will become franchise champion at 168. He's already the franchise champion, Team Gill. He's already the franchise champion. Team Gill, already done. Happened 3 days after the fight. Team Gill, much love in that super. He's already franchised. They changed the rule for him again. Because now you are franchised when you are franchised. If you go up your franchise belt because Canelo was franchised at 160. When he won the WBC belt, after he became unified, right? They gave him the franchise. They franchised him. But guess what they did? They waited until after he became unified, after he became undisputed, in case he lost. So they didn't have to give the franchise to Caleb Plant. They waited until then. And once he became undisputed, they said he's the franchise here too. They treated like the WBO. They treated like the WBO. They started treating it like the WBO super belt. They already franchised him. So when David Benavidez said he became the interim, he's going to be the mandatory. No, you're not, David. No, you're not. The franchise went with him. And that's why Devin Haney would be nuts to drop that franchise belt. Dog, look, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Devin Haney need to keep that franchise belt. I say keep it. Because you're going to get a championship shot as soon as you go to 140 pounds. If they're true to their word. But what they'll probably do, no, he was franchised at 160 and he became franchised at 168 as well. Mauricio Suleiman said it. Mauricio Suleiman already said it. He's a franchise there too. There is no WBO. There's no WBC mandatory for Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. You thought they was gonna do something different? Now let me ask you a question. Y'all thought something different was gonna happen? Dude, Canelo got his own set of rules, man. He got his own set of rules. Completely. They are not gonna let that man go. They are not going to let that golden ticket go. No doubt. That is, and I mean that. The WBC is very, very firmly, and respect to them because they don't even hide it. That is a Mexican sanctioning body. And guess what they're doing? They are behaving like it. They are playing clear favorites to Mexican champions. Without a doubt. Clear favorites to Mexican champions. Without a doubt. Haney should keep it? Yeah, absolutely he should keep it. Why not? You can go get you go get a shot at 140. You can get a WBC shot at 140 right away if they play by the rules. If they don't play by the rules, which they often don't, then you're screwed, but it is what it is, man. Robert Brunell said WBC and Suleiman is run by the cartel. They have to back up all the Mexican fighters. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on that. I'm just telling you what I see. I can't speak on that because I don't know any of that. You know what I mean? I don't know any of that to be true. I'm not, and I wouldn't put them on. I wouldn't put that on them. If I believed it was true, I would say it. But I mean, if I knew it was true, I would say it. But I don't. So I'm not going to put that on them. I'm just going to call them very, very inconsistent. Highly, highly, highly inconsistent. And obviously playing favoritisms for popular Mexican fighters. Clearly. And where the money is, that's where the decision goes. Their rule book is available for the highest bidder. And that's what I see. Hey, Phil Sloan said, what sanctioning body is the least corrupt in your opinion, Martin? The IBF. Much love in that super chat. The IBF. IBF is the best thing that happened in boxing. The IBF, without a doubt. IBF will strip Canelo. IBF will say, see you later. Sorry, Canelo, you're supposed to fight. They did it. I was shocked. Canelo was shocked. I'm telling you, Canelo was shocked. What do you mean? You're stripping me of the... Yeah, we stripping you. How's that? You did not fight Sergey Deverenchenko. That's your mandatory. So we're going to strip you, Canelo. Man, I was like, man. That's what's up, is what I was. I could go on all kind of different. Yeah, by the way, that's not the first time. It's not just Mexican fighters either, because they screwed Deontay Wilder out of several $1 million, man. Mauricio Suleiman screwed that man out of millions of dollars by not enforcing their rules. Well, we don't really know if Alexander Povetkin, failed the drug test on our books. We don't really know if he did. If Alexander Povetkin did or not, it's kind of, and since it's the WBC rules that determine whether or not he breached the contract, the fact that Mauricio Suleiman washed his hands of that cost Deontay Wilder millions of dollars. Also, I know I heard Tyson Fury say he's retiring. He retired. Why are you not vacating that belt? He said he's retiring. He made a public announcement. I'm retiring. Oh, we're just going to give him a little bit more time to change his mind. We're not going to, man, let Andre Ward retire. Let Devin Haney retire for 15 minutes. Hey, I'm retiring. Oh, got that belt back. You know what I'm saying? Showboxing Sports. Have a good day, guys. I'm out. Take care, brother. Man, get out of here. I don't think he's retiring. Look, man, the man said the man announced his retirement. The man announced his retirement. What do you need, a press conference? The man said it at a press conference. After the thing, he said, I am retiring. All you're hoping for is somebody convinces him. What do you mean? Yeah, right. That man, what are you kidding me? Why wouldn't you, man, you don't think Tyson Fury will retire. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't Tyson Fury retire? Seriously, why wouldn't he retire? What is it? Why? I'm missing this. If the man says he's going to retire, why wouldn't he retire? If the man announces his retirement, he retired. He said, I'm retired. I'm retiring. Well, we're going to give him a little bit of a chance to think about that. How long? How long are you going to give him? 6 months, a year, 2 years? What? Then you're going to move him to champion in recess? And then you're going to move him to champion emeritus? Dog, get out of here, man. If Gary Russell Jr. said he was retiring, they would have snatched that WBC belt. They would have snatched that WBC belt as fast as they could get their hands on that, man. Y'all better get up out of here with that. The man said he was retiring. The man is retired in my book. See you later. Nah. But I can understand. Give him a couple months. Give him a couple months. Blacksmith Ross said, Angel Rodriguez, why you say Mayweather Mosley cheated and Mayweather cheated? Can you explain? Most important, why would you pick them but don't be fair and talk about Margarito's glove versus Cotton? Why pick those two? Hey, let me help you out here, Blacksmith Ross. Much love in that super chat. I don't know why you brought that up, but them cheating does not absolve. If you're talking about Canelo, that does not absolve Canelo Alvarez from cheating. First of all, Mayweather never served a suspension for cheating. And neither did Roy Jones Jr. Neither did Mosley. Mosley never served a suspension for testing. Never did. He may have been doing that stuff out of competition. He may have done something out of competition and been on WADA. Right? It's out. What if they did it out of competition? That's not cheating, right? If you use steroids out of competition at that time, they may have done something out of competition, and that's when they got. And that's why it came up. But they did it out of competition, and it was still lingering in their system. Right? Let's give them the same excuses that you give for other people that didn't test positive because it was out of competition, like damn near all the UK. Like those UK fighters where it's legal to do that stuff out of competition. But if you retest their stuff, you're like, oh, it's still in there. Come on, man. Mosley admitted in Congress, he admitted it in Congress after he retired. I don't know, man. Seems to me like he didn't get suspended. Robert Yaramillo says, salute, brother. Support this man. Thank you, Robert Yaramillo, man. Much love, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. It means a lot, man. It means a lot. Anyway, steroids are still legal out of competition. Yeah, I mean, it's not on VADA. A lot of that, man, these dudes cheating, man. Whatever. It is what it is, though. There's a reason we don't see men Fury size in gymnastics. Trust this, Tyson Fury's body goes through a lot of aches and pains being in this fight game. No doubt about it. Absolutely it does. And on top of it, his body, he got to get off that juice before he kills himself. Time to stop. Time to stop. Time to stop. He came down. What did he come in? 30 pounds lighter? What did he come in? We came back, 30 pounds lighter? 20, was he 20 pounds lighter this last fight than he was the fight before? Dropped 20 pounds of muscle? Because it wasn't fat. It was muscle. It was muscle. He dropped 20 pounds of muscle in between fights. He made his side look, man. Hey, Victor, I don't doubt that he was. He looked like he was. I mean, if he did, he did. But I'm just telling you, he didn't get caught. And that's what we're going after, right? You didn't get caught. Honestly, I don't even really look into that with Shane, man. I don't doubt that Shane may have put something in that system. He's still on the juice too. Hey, look, man, it is what it is with all of that, man. But Tyson still uses nandrolone. Hey, man, look, dude, I have full confidence that man is going to retire soon. I absolutely positively believe he's going to retire soon. Salido was on steroids for most of his career. I'm singling out black fighters. I'm not singling out black fighters. Salido, was on steroids. Orlando Salido. Dog. Quincy Carter says, salute for now. You know you my guy, but if Errol is the big fish, Bud is the fisherman. Yeah, dog, go get your ass in there. Go get your ass in there with that whale shark. Go ahead and fish that man with that whale shark. Get your ass pulled in and eaten. Look, man, I can't wait for that fight, man. That's the shit right there. No joke. Man, I'm nervous for that fight. I'm nervous for that fight. No joke. That is the fight of the century. That is two prime fighters. Two prime fighters going at it for the best fighter in the world. And whoever wins that fight is the number one fighter in the world, period. Periodo. Don't want to hear nothing else. Best fighter in the world. Both guys have a chance to win. It is a relatively evenly matched fight. They're both in their prime. They're both champions in the same weight division. Ain't none of them talking about all of that. He said, nervous for EJ Huffanon. Dog, let me tell you something, man. I am not dumb. Okay? I don't know why y'all think I'm stupid. I am not stupid. I see Bud. I know that man can fight. You think I don't see? You think I don't see the same guy you see? I do. Absolutely, positively, I do. Let me tell you this. If I was rooting for Terrence Crawford, if I was rooting for him, like I want him to win, I'd be scared to death. Trust me, man, I'd be scared to death. Because that Errol Spence Jr. dog looked like hey, man, that's something different right there, bro. And I don't care what Tim Bradley says. Tim Bradley would get moided by Errol Spence. Moided, okay? And I don't care what you say about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is not beating that dude. And I mean it. I don't care what point in time you talking about Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. Because you know who Manny Pacquiao looked like? I mean, Errol Spence looks like? He looked like Aaron Pryor. He looked like Aaron Pryor mixed with Rinky Wright. He looked like Aaron Pryor mixed with Winky Wright. Dog, I'm trying to tell you, that ain't no nice matchup right there, dog. That is Winky Wright. That is Winky Wright meets Aaron Pryor. That is a nasty combo, bro. It looks so basic, but so manic at the same time, dog. Blacksmith Ross in the building. Thank you, brother, for showing love in the chat, man. You make the channel go, bro. He said, thanks, Angel. So you say Mayweather IVs use masks to PEDs. Okay, thanks. So that means Spider-Man tacos at Canelo are legal? Or you're feeling salty when you bring up those juice up tacos? It's all good. Hey, man, come on, man. Canelo's on the juice, bro. Stop it. All right? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. You know he is. Stop it. He said, I'm telling you, man, dog, that is a nasty combination, dog. Spence has way more power than who? That's why I'm putting Aaron Pryor in there. Dude, Aaron Pryor will bust you up. Aaron Pryor will bust you up. And I'm telling you, first of all, Winky Wright is a southpaw. A southpaw. And Aaron Pryor is aggressive and a very, very big puncher for his size. Very, very big puncher. Sean Clark said, Quincy, know he's scared, putting on a Braves face. Exactly, bro. And then y'all, yeah, it's easy. Oh, that's easy. Oh, it's easy. That's why I'm telling you, I don't believe Bomac. Dog, Bomac, bro, stop. Stop, Bomac. You do not believe that. I'm looking you in the eyes, bro. Your head is going down to the side. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. I am not buying that, brother. I am not buying that. I am not buying that, man. Gabriel Wynn say, good morning, brother. Morning, brother. Stopping by to show some love. I'm a fan of Floyd, but Spence versus Crawford is more enticing than Floyd versus Pac. And I love me some technical boxing, but this will be fireworks. You know that. Much love in that super chat, brother. Absolutely. And the fight's happening. But honestly, man, Floyd was a way better fighter than Manny Pacquiao. That's where I'm like, this is why I say it's a better fight, because honestly, Floyd and Manny Pacquiao is a mismatch. I mean, I always thought that fight was a mismatch. Like, dog, that kid, he ain't beating him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? He's not beating him. What do you mean? Like, oh, he's going to get him. He's going to. No. Hold on. Who's up in here? Hold on. Riser, you say anything funny, I'm throwing your ass so far up out of here, bro. Say boo. Matter of fact, Riser, get out of here, bro. You say boo, Riser, I'm throwing your ass out. I'm telling you. I know who you are, bro. Please, dog. Hunter Young said, how hard do you think it's going to be to find tickets for the Spence Crawford fight? I want to be there. Any advice how to get them? Oh, yeah, I know how to get them. Much love in that super chat. Yeah, I know how to get them. Email me. Email me. And I can get you tickets. The problem is how much those tickets are going to cost. But if you need the tickets, oh, for sure, I'll be able to get you the tickets. You just need to let me know. You just need to know if they're going to be very, very expensive. Dog, Riser used to come around here a lot, dog. I recognize names, man. I'm telling you, Riser, dog, blink wrong, bro. Blink wrong. And you're up out of here, bro. I don't appreciate none of that stuff you used to say to me, man. I read your comments, bro. I don't appreciate any of that stuff. Just to let you know. Just got to check up business. You got to go to the page, and it's about, and for business inquiries, it'll show you my email. You know what I mean? It's going to be expensive. It'll be expensive, but I can get you tickets. I have a best source for tickets that you can get for that fight. However, let me tell you something. He blinked. Goodbye. What? You're new? Really? Hey, yeah, okay, Riser. Leave you alone. Maybe you're a different Riser, but that's all right, Riser. You're new. I know you're new. Riser, don't blink, okay? Because you got a name, Riser 92. There's another Riser. Same deal. Got blocked. Talking a lot of smack. Damian Gray said, love the show, bro. When your podcast ends, I'm sitting at work bored. What other podcasts would you recommend that have as much insight as you? Dog, let me tell you something, man. You know where you should go if you are bored and you want to talk about boxing and learn something? Go to Scrapbook Boxing and just let his videos play. Do a playlist for Scrapbook Boxing. I don't know, man, a lot. I'm going to tell you. Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant was like $700. Yeah, there you go. The Rise Podcast. No, not Rise Podcast. Rise Podcast is cool. Rise Podcast is cool. Look, dude, do not put links to other live streams in this chat. Do not do it. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's drama. Trust me. Don't do that. I don't do that. I'm going to give you a channel to go to, a young developing channel. Do that. Go over there. That's a great channel. That's a great channel. As far as the but as far as all that, matter of fact, yeah, say who you want to say, man. But honestly, I'm telling you, that's what I told you guys yesterday. Cats be starting drama with that stuff. Oh, he didn't say your shit was good. He didn't say that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm done with that. Hey, No Bad Vibes said hers, Spence versus Bud agreed to term sheet. Is that true? I don't know about a term sheet. Much love in that super chat. Hey, Jeff Campbell, don't worry about it, man. Just do you, man. I'm just telling you. That a cats be looking to start drama, man. But anyway, just do you. It is what it is. Yeah, Blue Blood's a very good one. A lot of good ones. Boxing Egos got a good live stream. Champ Size got a good live stream. 78 Sports TV in the morning has a good live stream. It's a lot of good live streams, bro. A lot of good live streams. I just don't like to do that because, dog, seriously, cats be trying to start stuff with that stuff. John Boy in the super chat. What's good, brother? Thanks so much for your support, bro. There's a lot of good live streams, man. On the real, though, I'm going to tell you the best ones to go to are a lot of those dudes like, the Rise Podcast. A lot of really good ones, man. For now, can you tell me how Canelo was overshadowed? Nobody's talking about his fight. That's why. Go look at the news. I'll pull him up. I have news streams. Nobody's talking about that fight. The mainstream media outlets are not talking about that fight. That's why. They're talking about Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. 3 weeks after Errol Spence Jr. fought him, everything this weekend was still about Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford. And what they said to each other on everything, and what they said to each other on you know what I mean? Hey, man, can we not let's not distract the comment section anymore. Answer the question. I'm trying to read the comments, and I can't read the comments when all of that stuff's in the comments. But the Boxing Voice is very good. Those guys are all good. There's a lot of good guys. It's a lot of really good guys, man. Blessing 365 say a lot. Yeah, I don't want to see that's what I'm saying. We threw the whole conversation off with that, man. Like, I'm really trying to read the comment section, and it's like filling up the comment section. So it's tough to talk boxing. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Abreu. Fanon, Packwood got murdered by Spence. Someone called 99. No doubt about it, man. I don't doubt it at all. I'm just telling you, because I think the welterweights during that period of time was a weak time in the welterweight division. That's what I think. So you don't think Canelo fight is going to sell well? No, I do not. It's on DAZN. I know it's not going to sell well. Absolutely. I know it's not going to sell well, but they don't care about it selling well. That's not their goal, is to sell well. He's got guaranteed money. He don't care about that. No, it's not going to sell well, but it's not going to affect. It's not what they're trying to do. Tell it, it's not what they're trying to do. He's not over on the zone to do big numbers. He's on the zone to get guaranteed money where there's no risk. You know, and see that, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. There's no risk over there, and that's what they're on. Jesse Rodriguez said, why don't you support the face of boxing, Canelo? John Page said, everything boxing, Fanon, we're over here. Everything boxing, Fanon, we be over there cooking. Yeah, I don't see everything boxing. Yeah, everything boxing is a good dude, man. Yeah, I like everything boxing. Much love in that super chat, bro. Honestly, I only listen to, you know what? I'm going to tell you the best podcast to listen to, BFTB. BFTB. If you want to know the best podcast, I'm going to tell you flat out for sure. The best podcast that I can mention out of anybody is BFTB. BFTB. So since we're doing all that, BFTB. If you want to learn a lot and have a good time with a really good conversation, and go to BFTB. Since the question was to me, I'll tell you who I'll send you to. Go to BFTB. BFTB has the best live stream in the afternoon, in my opinion, easy. I learned from BFTB. He has, man, Jesse, let me see something, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold on, bro. Hold on, Jesse. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second, man. Hold on one second. Unhide Jesse Rodriguez. Please unhide Jesse Rodriguez, Rip Jones. Because you're stealing my joy. Yeah, King. That's why. King, honestly, King, I humored you. Yeah, keep him there. I humored you enough, King. No, block him again. Block him again. That's King. Go away. I heard your voice, man. Seriously, man, you're the most obnoxious scumbag on the planet, dude. I know who you are so well. Literally, I read that thing in your voice. That is exactly how you speak. I knew when I was going to look at it, you just made that thing up today. You're a racist piece of crap. Stop pretending to be Mexican. Stop pretending to be black. Just be the racist white dude that you are, man. Just be the racist white dude that you are, man. I listened to you several times, dude. I'm like, this is this dude again. Go away, man. Get a life, man. You are a truly sad individual. That's why I ignored you. Because you're the same sad individual hiding behind Mexicans. Now you're Mexican. Tomorrow you're going to be Chinese. The next day after that, you're going to be a little black preacher girl. You're going to be a little black nursery school teacher, a black nursery school teacher or something. Day after tomorrow, you're going to be Rip Jones. For the last time, Canelo is not the face of boxing. Exactly, dude. Dude is the face of Canelo. Anyway, it's like, go away, man. God dog, man. Murshah Assassin said, this is the best live stream. F what they talking about. Thank you, Murshah Assassin. Appreciate you, brother. He's like, come on, man. Like, go away, man. Seriously, I knew it was you after like the second one, man. And then, dude, you ever like happen like literally that last one was like a outer body experience, bro. I was like, oh, Jesus, it's you again. Go away, man. You know what I mean? Go away. But you're never going to go away because you're fixated. Because you're fixated on me. No joke, dog. You're like the first dude that I would ever be like, dog, let me tell you where I live, man. Because I promise you, bro, if you ever come near me, if you ever come near me, if you ever came near me, I promise you. That's how much at this point in time, dude, I despise you. Go away, man. Faith to live by. Fanon, this is the best description of Errol I've heard. He looks so basic, it's deceiving. But Bud gonna beat him. Faith to live by. Much love in that super chat, bro. I swear, man. Dog, seriously, man. You be glad you behind that internet. I promise you. Be glad that you can hide. And you're not actually anywhere around me, bro. Promise you that. I ain't no little dude. And you ask a million times if I box. Bro, I can fight. Believe it. Leave me alone, bro. If you ever come near me, I swear I would. You are such a racist piece of crap, man. And it is just to see human beings like you is disgusting. You take black people's names and pictures. You take women's pictures. You take Mexican guys' names and try to put yourself as if you're representing Mexican people. Phil Sloan said, damn, how many RuPauls, bro? It's seriously. See, love you, Martin. Yeah, he does. I'm trying to, dog, let me tell you, man. I ain't all that nice. Anyway, Fanon, send him to BFPs. You'll learn something real nice, man. I doubt very much he'll go over to BFTB's channel, bro. I doubt very. That man said enter Spence. Nah, dog. That ain't Spence. That's much more Bud. I got a much more of a Bud type personality. Just so you know. In those situations, I'm much more like Bud. Much more like Bud than I am like Errol. Because Errol seemed like he's kind of cool. Bud seems like he'll fly off on you, dude. I'm the fly off on you type. Like when I was a kid, like I'm the type that it's hard for me not to. Like if you talk crazy to me, it's hard for me not to. That's how I am. That's why I stay away from people, man. I don't do all that. Hey, Fanon elbowed me when we met. Did I? I don't think I did. Much love in that super chat. Hey, thank you, bro. You didn't super chat, but thanks. Thank you, man. Like, dog, it's just, it's whatever, man. Like, God, dog, man. He's be bugging me, man. Said he's going to have to see all of us then. Fanon, he's like, man, come on, just go away, man. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, man, y'all have seriously distracted me in my live stream today, man. I appreciate you, bro. Don't get it confused. Mr. Martin is an intellectual who will shoot you down with a logic. Man, this dude's just, dog, anyway, Rise 92. You think Errol and Bud, you think Spence and Bud would make over 100K pay-per-view? Okay, Ali Voso, he made me say, y'all better, it's just, man, look, man, I'm sorry, I'll calm down, man. It's just, man, come on, man, a Mexican dude too, man. You just gonna make stuff up, bro. Just gonna make up. What sense does that make, man? Anyway, Canelo ain't done yet. He still got to fight 2 more times this year. Yeah, but Canelo, the Gennady Golovkin fight, it's just not a lot of interest in it, man. I'm telling you the honest truth. That's my perspective on it. There's not a lot of interest in the fight. I didn't even realize, man. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, dude, he had to go. That's silly. You just trolling, man. So yeah, you got to go. Timothy Townsend said, I love your channel, bro, and some of the others as well. It's sad to know some people will make problems if you name other channels. I'm waiting on the time when that will be over. Yeah, it is never going to happen, man. I'm telling you. I'm just because they're going to run right to some other channel and say, oh, you said this, you said that. And it'll be all in the chat doing that silliness, man. There's a lot of kids out there, man. Spy SP got beat, said at the end of it all, though, Jerron Ennis taking it all. Hey, man, he's got his own generation, man. Because obviously, man, he's not going to be fighting that dude, man. Those guys, I wish he would, man. But I'll tell you, like, that's where I am on Keyshawn Davis, man. It's like, man, come on, man. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting on we got cats to talk to who are on the precipice. There are cats who are on the precipice. You know what I mean? Say, hey, Fanon, who's undercard Boots fighting on? Is it Benavidez? Nah, it's on Charlo. It's on the Charlo Castano card. Yeah, it's on the Charlo Castano card. That's why, because they don't have a fan base, Alden Johnson. I'm going to explain to you what it is. They don't have the fan base. They lie about their fan base. Telling you, the biggest two fan bases in boxing are Mexicans and black. Those are the biggest fan bases in boxing. And those guys don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anywhere to go. There's nowhere for them to gather except for black channels that will cater to them and like that Ring Magazine guy. And they don't have a lot of people to go watch them because they ain't really talk because what they're saying is fiction. It's fiction. And they're guys that look at boxing from a fictional standpoint. All of that Paulie Malignaggi stuff where, the Eastern Europeans are taking over boxing. Really? Then why are there only 3 champions? Like there's literally 3 Eastern European champions in all of boxing. And I mean it. At the time Paulie Malignaggi said Eastern Europeans are taking over boxing, they literally had 3 champions in all of boxing, but they're taking over boxing. Black fighters are not dominant. Even though there's more black champions than there are of any other particular demographic in boxing, there are more black champions than Mexican champions. And that's a fact. There's more black champions than Mexican champions. There's more black champions than there are Eastern European champions. There are more black champions than there are UK champions. And I'm talking about American ones. I'm not even, and I'm giving, but do they even have any? They got, how many champions they got in the UK? 2? 3? They had Sonny Edwards, they got Tyson Fury, and they got Josh Taylor. I think they got 3. And guess what? We just snatched a belt off of Mexico in Oscar Valdez. Just snatched the belt up off of him, man. Son of God, much love in that super chat, bro. He said, Shalom, Fanan, call us Israelites. We specialize in destroying devils. God bless to you, my brother. God bless you, son of God. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I am a believer in God, and everything else I leave alone. That's me. You know them Italians don't like black people. Yeah. You know why that is. You know how that is. Anyway, Love Down Gaither said, Fanon, after Canelo whoop Beevil, there will be 2 Eastern Europeans. 2. They got 2 champions, and they are taking over boxing, man. It's that media stuff. I mean, it's that, excuse me. I'm going to start using the proper word. It is that marketing stuff. That's that boxing marketing stuff. That's their PR. That's that boxing PR. Like, that's what they are. They're PR guys. And you get stuck. They have a lot of now those guys got a lot of PR guys working for them, though. They got a lot of PR guys. They just don't have a lot of fans. That's the problem. They hired the PR guys to give them a louder voice, to make it look like there's more support for them than there are. But that's what they're doing. That is PR. That's not a fan base. That is PR. And they are clearly engaged in public relations. You know? TJ, he said, in the name of Jesus, amen. Hey, Fanon, I don't know where I heard it, but apparently Fury and White did 11,000 pay-per-views in the U.S. It was just funny to hear. Look, man. 11,000. Believable. Very, very believable. I watched it, but that's not something they thought was going to do well. That's just extra money for them. You know, if they made a couple extra $100,000 on it, you know, that's good for them, man. Man, I hate this whole conversation, man. Juan, I'm serious, man. I would much rather talk about Gervonta Davis. What's going on, DJ Boogie Boy? Chi-Town in there. What's up? I would much rather talk about the fighters that are interesting, man. You know, to me, these guys are not interesting to me. But your boy Tyson Fury is not a big name in the United States, and neither is Dillian White. That's why they didn't have the fight here. That's why they didn't have the fight here. But listen to the PR. Listen to the PR guys. And Tyson Fury was a huge star. He took over America. But yet they go right back to the UK. And I guarantee you that fight did not pull in as much money. Did not pull in as much money as his fight with Deontay Wilder. He just took all the money. Joaquim Ramirez said Fury took over Wilder. No, he didn't even want to fight. He didn't take him over. Deontay Wilder's still walking around. You don't take over a fighter, dog. I don't know where you're coming from. You want some, oh, my bad. I did miss some super chats. My bad. Oddly gifted Bully Pillpin said, you think Canelo will ever fight Usman? No. Again, more stuff to talk about in order to keep his name in the press. That's what that is. Damn, how many RuPauls? No, that's all that is. That's what that's for. They come up with the UFC conversation so they can keep his name in front of people, so that they can market him to UFC fighters. Well, what will Canelo do with the UFC fighter? Man, they don't have any inclination, any intention, any desire, none of that to fight that guy. That guy is a UFC fighter. He is not even capable of fighting Canelo Alvarez in a boxing ring. Faith to live by Fanon. That is the best description of Errol I've heard. He looks so basic, but it's deceiving, but he's going to beat Bud. Absolutely, man. I got that. But yeah, man, I agree. Absolutely. That I love that. I think that is an accurate comparison. And dude, it's going to be a great fight, man. Bud, don't get me wrong. I just don't see how Bud's going to do it. But on the real, I am not like, Bud is an excellent fighter, man. Hold on one second. Bud is an incredible fighter, and he can prove me wrong, bro. He said, Fanaz, thoughts on rumors of Bud going back to Top Rank? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Bob Arum gave an interview. Bob Arum gave an interview in which he said in the same press conference that Bud Crawford is out of his mind. They're still in court. He said that fight's not my problem. That's what Bob Arum said. Bob Arum says that fight's not my problem. I don't know if that fight's going to get made. That fight's not my problem. That's what he said. No, he's not going back, man. Absolutely not. Literally this weekend, that's what that man said. Bud is not going back to Top Rank. He said that he doesn't know what's going on with that fight. He ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not his problem. Is what he said. That's somebody else's problem. And they're still in a lawsuit, man. So nah, man. I don't think that's likely, man. Unless something magically changed in a day. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. That's Bob Arum said that Bud is not his problem anymore. And he's like, I don't know if he can beat Errol. He said he thinks he's the better fighter, but he doesn't know what mindset Bud is in. So I don't know how it went from that to him re-signing with him. You know, that to me sounds like, probably not. Ramon said, we're definitely not scared of the Spence fight. Yeah, you scared of that Spence fight. You better get out of here. Y'all know dang well that's a real fight, man. Don't act like it ain't. That's the thing. That's why I don't believe you, Bud fans, because you always talk about how easy it's going to be. That's way too much for me, man. It's so easy. Like, I don't believe it. Like, that's so easy. Really? Like, it's going to be that easy? Like, oh yeah, it's a walk in the park for Bud. No worries at all. It's easy. He's going to smash him. It's easy money. Dog, I think you could be the biggest Crawford fan in the world, and to say that, nah, $7. You guys are worried. If you're not worried, you're overconfident. You think it's that easy, man? Matt McNiven said, what up with his mindset? What does that mean? What it meant was that he was suing him and he's calling racist. They're in a lawsuit. He thinks something's wrong with the dude, man, because he called him a racist. That's what I think he did. That's what I think he did. T Money Paper said, Bud almost lost to Sean Porter, but Sean Porter got sloppy. Look, man, it is what it is, man. I just don't understand how you guys think it's so easy. I can understand why you would say Terrence Crawford's not easy. I can see that. Like, I'm like, you act like Errol's not going to hit the man. And you completely blow off every win the man ever has. It's like your immediate thing is that the guy that Errol Spence Jr. fought was trash. And if he wasn't trash because Bud beat him, Bud did a better job beating him which means absolutely nothing. Means literally nothing. Errol has not lost a fight. He's not come close to losing a fight. Bud has not lost a fight. Bud has not come close to losing a fight. I don't get why Bud fans think it's so easy. And then you disrespect the man so much that it's honestly, it sounds personal to me. I think, and I don't believe you're Bud fans, honestly. Some of y'all are Bud fans. Many of y'all are not really Bud fans. You just hating on Errol because you say something bad about Errol every fight. You go off talking about how his eye, what's wrong with his eye. You talk about how, he's still shaking up from the car accident and all kind of stuff, man. You guys you've never liked Errol Spence. You didn't like Errol Spence when Errol Spence, would make up that the man was ducking him. And here's another thing. Now you got guys switching camps. Now you got guys who was riding Errol switching camps. That I thought was funny. Like, man, really? There's a dude. I don't talk about dude's channel too much, but this dude literally named his accusing people of making money off of Errol Spence Jr. And I know you're in here. So you, dude, got a channel making videos about how people are making money off Errol Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford, and you renamed your channel Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. Literally renamed your channel that. Went from making videos about how Bud was ducking Errol to switching it now Errol's ducking Bud. Like dog, you ain't even. Dog, you're hilarious, bro. He said, I was like, are you serious? Like, wow, man, that shit's hilarious to me. Anyway, Angel Wise Fool says, some of y'all just ego-driven bobbleheads who regurgitate whatever you hear on the last channel you was trolling. Pretty much, man. Some of y'all are. I agree with that 100%, man. So, please don't please leave me and that dude alone. Say, hey, Love Down Gaither said, for now, and that's the Mayweather effect. Just hoping he loses. Yeah, just hoping the man's losing. Like, come on, man. It's a competitive fight. You act like the fight's not competitive. That's the thing. That's the thing about Tim Bradley, which is why I don't believe in Tim Bradley. I never believe Tim Bradley when he starts talking loud. As soon as he starts talking loud, I'm like, you're doing it for show, bro. You're doing that for show, bro. That's for show. When Tim Bradley, he's bad, he starts moving his hand. That's nervous energy, dog. I don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you, man. Yeah, he does. I'm telling you, man, Cass be real funny with that, bro. I didn't even know who to do. Trust me, I don't know who he was before. I don't know who he is now. It came across my feed, and I was like, what? Wow, really? Rip Jones said, true, Mayweather haters are now Spence haters. Yeah, they're PBC haters. There are people, generally speaking, that crap on the PBC. Really. They're the people that crap on the PBC. Because Bud is Bob's boy. Bud is not the PBC. Now trust me, they don't have any time for Bud when Bud was on Top Rank, fighting people and doing things. They have no time for Bud now. Don't get me wrong. But when you start talking about anybody fighting somebody on the PBC, there's a whole bunch of guys that are going to be like, oh yeah, they're going to lose or they're going out of business and their videos flopped, their fights flopped. Everything with the PBC is a failure, man. I'm telling you. Every PBC fight, and then the phony Brian Castano, the phony Brian Castano got robbed nonsense. Man, you better get out of here. You didn't care nothing about no Brian Castano, man. Now Brian Castano got a lot of fans. Oh yeah, we're behind you, Brian. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure you're behind him, Brian. Sure they're behind you, Brian. Believe that. Believe it if you will. Robert McGullen said they're both champions. Nobody. He said exactly. Comment spot on, man. Whatever. Dude, let me say it. How can his comment be spot on when he literally is contradicting himself every other sentence? He's not telling you why. What about Errol? He's not telling you how Bud is going to beat Errol. He's just saying he's going to do it because the more punches you throw, the more you get hit. Dog, that is not a technical analysis at all. Because when I sparred him 6 years ago, or whenever that was, because when I was sparring him 10 years ago, because I do believe that's when he was sparring him, 2012, 2013, right? When I was sparring him, the more punches I threw, the more I got hit. Dog, you do not fight like Errol Spence. Bud is going to find something. His athleticism, he's going to find something. But can you tell me what he's going to find? Can we get some type of analysis on this? He is very, very specific with other circumstances. He was very specific about Shawn Porter. He said Shawn Porter is going to get knocked out with an uppercut. He's going to come leaning in with his head over his ankle. He's going to take one step back and he's going to hit him with an uppercut, and he's going to stop and he's going to knock him out with an uppercut. When Tim Bradley wants to be, Tim Bradley can be extremely, extremely specific. But when it comes to Bud and Errol, he said, I'm riding with my guy. I'm riding with my guy. That's my friend. I'm riding with my guy. That's the same thing as when people will say, I'm riding with this fight. Who's going to win this fight? Canelo or Bivol? And you got somebody from Russia says, I'm riding with Bivol. Yeah, okay, you riding with Bivol. Man, you don't lie and say you bet. I'm going to tell you that because I bet you your mouth is with him, but your pocketbook, but your money is staying in your pocket. You know what I mean? Angles, pull counters, uppercuts all night. Yeah, okay. All day, right? Naming punches. Errol, jabs, hooks all night. All night. Like Errol's head is just out there to be getting done. Hey, later, Jeff Campbell. I meant that your comment vis-a-vis Bradley were spot on. Disingenuous to the core. Oh, hey, thank you, Ezekiel Henderson. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Rip Jones in the building, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. He said, Charlo Castano, question from DW. I got Charlo by decision. Charlo by decision, man. Charlo by decision. And Quincy Carter, I've never seen so many Spence fans come out the woods, work after the wreck and eye injury. I heard none of this Errol Invincible talk. They tank full of no, because he looks way better. Because he looked like he's back to 100%. I think there was legitimate criticisms of how he looked in his last several fights. He was coming off a car accident against Danny Garcia, and he looked out of shape. And he looked out of shape against Mikey Garcia. I think it's reasonable to think that he looks better. He looked way better. He looked like a different fighter, man. Against Ugas, he looked like a different fighter. He looked like a much, much, much better fighter, man. Hey, man, much love in that Cash App to my man, Mr. Davis, man. Much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Yeah, but I could get, it is what it is, though, man. Fernando, do you think Bob will try to set Devin up with Shakur to knock each other out? Nah. I don't know. I mean, I think Bob Arum's going to be retiring very soon. I'm serious, man. I did not like how Bob Arum looked at that press conference. He just had a lot less energy. It looked like he just hit a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to talk about Bob Arum anymore, man. It's just, Bob Arum is probably, man, he's going to work till the day it's over with, man. God bless Bob Arum in that regard, man. Seriously, Bob Arum to me looks like he looked more tired. He looked more tired than I've ever seen him look, when you get sick at that age, that's you know, that can be a scary situation. You know what I mean? But look, man, I got to get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for your support in the channel. I got to bounce. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.